Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. And this is Dee Fernandez, your tarot reader, your psychic, your astrologer, and your past life regression practitioner. Let's get right into it. Take what fits, Capricorn, leave the rest out. We have a tarot reading and we start with the oracle spread. And we have gratitude and appreciation. And she is here petting the unicorn, and the full moon is behind her. She's a fairy and she is appreciating the unicorn big time. Yeah, she is. And we also have You Are Worth It. Very cool. And yeah, and she's waiting for this ship to come in over here. She is the fairy, and she's sitting there. She's got all these candles to kind of, show the light for her, shine the light here. And it's at nighttime, and she is, leaning out on the tree branch, looking out in the ocean, and there is the big ship that she's waiting for. She feels like that's worth waiting for. So somebody was worth waiting for. We have Make a Wish, and it wanted to come out in the reverse. That's kind of interesting, but yeah, maybe something ends here because it's a number one, Make a Wish. Because when somebody's waiting for something, that's a new beginning, which usually creates some type of an ending, at least as to how things were. This is interesting, and she is blowing the dandelion. So somebody might have a wish here, but there could be an ending as well. Somebody has a wish for sure because they're waiting for that ship to come, and that is the wish or whatever's in the ship. Transformation. And we see the woman with the long hair, and she's there with this crescent moon. Yeah, and so here is the giant amethyst. So this is some type of profound change is going on here. Transformation, which can be an ending and a new beginning right there. We have practical intuition, and here is the elder lady, and she is practicing, practical intuition is like she's practicing a ritual, right? Like kind of like a spell, but she has very good intentions, and the water that she is touching here is turning into the swirl here, which is a divine symbol that means a lot of beautiful things, right? I forget that my friend was telling me, but it is about change, and it is about a very good frequency and a good vibration. There's more to that. There is. And the Merkaba, they call this also the Merkaba. This can also lead to ascension and major evolution. Yeah, it can. So this practical intuition, she's there, and the full moon is in the back. And so here we see the little rabbit with her. So she's trying to create some type of fertility or abundance. That's what she's trying to create with her intuition. She's trying to manifest something. That's what she's trying to do. And we have self-acceptance, and which is really important. He's reaching up. So maybe somebody did not accept themselves before, and maybe they didn't think they were worth it either. Worth it like they were worth it themselves to have this wish. Yeah. So let's get into this and find out, Capricorn. I hope you guys are well. If you want to get a psychic reading or a tarot reading, you guys can, name the formatting, a live call or a video recording, or both, right? Yeah, they can be recorded, the live call. And if you don't understand somebody, you don't know somebody, you just met them, or you need insight into your own situation that, may have nothing to do with a partner, I can help. Yeah, and I'm a past life regression healer. That is healing, yeah, and that is hypnotherapy. It is hypnosis. It's very cool, and it really helps people. It really does, and yeah, those are very empowering, healing, and awakening. Yeah, they are, and so yeah, those are about getting rid of unconscious patterns that we carry here. That's what they're about. They help you to do that, to live a better life. Yeah. So Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, Capricorn, I beg your pardon, and check out the description box for all of that. Let's get right into it. The bottom of the deck here is Destiny. So here we have Destiny, and we see this woman, and she is she's happy here, and she is kind of going through the motions here to reach the 10, basically. But this is, destiny is about, there's lots of forms of destiny, right? But, one of them can be divine timing, definitely plays in big with destiny. This is the Wheel of Fortune card as well. So let's see what we have, though. We have disruption, and that is the Tower. The Two of Cups is about a spiritual union. We have transformation. We have it twice. The base chakra is reversed. Wow. Intuition and sacrifice. Many majors. Oh, these are all majors. New beginnings, Capricorn, are in your environment. You have a new beginning here showing up. This can be in your psyche as well, or this person's. We have balance, and we have memories of love. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas in this reading. So, you know, right? Yeah, very cool. And something ends and something begins. We have transformation right above the new beginnings card. This is the Fool. And where we had the Witch, kind of the kind elderly woman here, and you can tell because the rabbit is sitting there with her, very sweet, right? Oh, and there's an Easter egg there. I didn't even notice that. A big Easter egg. Yeah, this is about abundance. It definitely is, and fertility, because that is the season. The Easter season, at least, is about fertility, right? It is, and there's a lot. It's about a few different things, yeah, but that is one of them. And so we have practical intuition and intuition down here. So we have that twice, right? We also have the Wheel of Fortune, and we'll take it out because it's the bottom of the deck here. So in the reading, though, the Tower heads the reading here. So the Tower is about somebody who kind of felt stuck here, but their life is disrupted. Usually we have the Tower falling down, the people are falling to their death, but their life is disrupted and like ended. Not ended, but there's some type of ending here because of this disruption. Yeah. And in the challenge here is the spiritual union, the Two of Cups, and why that's all happening is the transformation card, is transformation. So there's a big change here. Somebody has changed big time when we have it twice. And we know they've changed. Their whole psyche, their whole mind, their whole emotional mind has changed because this transformation card is 16. 16 is a 7, and 7 is all about your assessment and your mind. And in this reading, when we talk about feelings, we talk about our emotional mind, much like our moon, right? That is really, your moon is, archetypally, there's a lot to it, but your moon is, well, not a terrible amount, but it is deep because it is about the psyche, and it is about your emotional mind, right? For sure, and what makes you feel safe and things like that. So let's get a card, though, on the spiritual union. We have truth with it. See, another major. And this is judgment. So this judgment card, somebody sees the truth about life, or about themselves. They're seeing the truth through judgment, through an awakening, through maybe their own harsh judgment on themselves. It could be like that. And, or maybe somebody has been judged here with their behavior. And when we do that, or when there is judgment, maybe by other people or by the divine, when we just feel like we're being judged, right? And we are being maybe have to go through the night of the soul, things like that. And we're changing, and we kind of feel like we're not in charge. Sometimes this can be like a rebirth, right? And that is associated with judgment and this truth card. I feel like what it is like somebody's accepting a truth after a major transformation in their life. And this major transformation has come by way of the Tower. A major disruption in their life, like, whoa, why am I changing? Whoa, this is a trip. And or it can happen, problems could have came up here, Capricorn. But in the end, what this is really about is this is about somebody wanting the spiritual union with you. And they see that, they recognize that, or you do, right? The readings can be switched. But they recognize it. And they recognize it for what it is, that it is a spiritual union. You're a cosmic partner. You're a soulmate. Because of this, you are worth it card. Highly worth it. We have solitude in the past. And somebody has changed here too. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, big time. Somebody's changed, but there is an ending as well. There's a personal transformation. There's an ending, and there's a new beginning. And we see it right here, right? Now, solitude is sitting external to you, And that means that this person is in reflection or in introspection, and she's holding the book. And the book is out, and this is the book of truth, the book of revelation, the book of, let's see, the book of secrets, right? When we say secrets, it doesn't always mean, you had a secret and, you kept it, that, I don't know, you kissed your friend's boyfriend, right? I hope not. But, I'm just saying it's the secrets, these unconscious patterns about ourselves. That's what the secret can be, right? Because the book of Revelations are these secrets. This is somebody is learning about themselves in solitude. That's how you do it, right? You don't learn about yourself with, there's a million people living where you live, and it's crazy, and that would be difficult, right? But unless you are finding alone time on your own, outside, away from the house, right? The base chakra is reversed, and this is how somebody is seeing themselves. This is not that's not in a good way, because the base is the most important. It feeds the other, or, it feeds the other chakras, right? We start at the base, the root. So somebody here feels not so great, and they start with the tower. So this could be this person, right? Especially if they are the ones in solitude. Sacrifice card sits in the past, and this is somebody made a sacrifice here, and they were forced to do it with this disruption card. It's like there was a forced ending here because somebody went through an awakening. They're like, well, I'm just way different, my life's changing, and whatever I'm doing over here is ending. Yeah, there's like a real ending in this reading, I'm pretty sure. And or an ending to somebody's aspect of their personality, which is huge, right? That can be like a Saturn return can do that, a solar return can do it, especially the Saturn return, and the Neptune return can do it too. But all these like returns and things that are happening in our chart to us are happening for us. They are. That's the kind of really interesting thing. Yeah. To help us evolve, which is all about the North Node and our fate and destiny. Yeah, it is. And shape-shifting that, basically moving into what we really deserve or what we can have, things like that. And that's what's going on here. Yeah, and this is about fate and destiny. We have that card, right? The intuition card is the concern, and this means that that's why they're in this place that they're at now, because they are trusting their intuition. That's why they're in the same place right now. They're trusting their intuition. They had an awakening, some form of an awakening. It came like probably like a kick in the ass, probably, with the disruption card heading the reading. New beginnings are in your environment, Capricorn. It's really beautiful. Balance. This is temperance, and he's holding everything there. This is justice. I beg your pardon. This is justice. And he has everything here for himself. Yeah. And so this is about, in this particular deck, right? And so this is about creating harmony and balance now, because somebody is following their heart, trusting their intuition, and understanding who they are, really. And like what they really want in this life, because we have this "you are worth it" card as well. So we have patience now, and this is temperance. So we have justice and patience. And so temperance, she's holding this little tiny bean that is growing into this beautiful flower in her hand. And so there's a lot of balance here, self-mastery, healing as well. And that's what somebody is bringing to their life. They're bringing balance to their own life. But Capricorn, this person has grown. Or you have this patience card. It is about healing, and and seeing life with a little bit of, like, with treating people with patience, and yourself being patient with yourself. And that's why somebody that is helping this kind of worthiness. Somebody feels like they are worth it in this reading, and what they're worth it. Their worth is really about having a balanced life and having you with them, right? You're their wish in this reading. I believe you are, for sure. The Memories of Love card is showing up. This is the Six of Cups, and that can be somebody from the past who is doing all this, Capricorn. Somebody could come back from your past and say, I had a major awakening, and I'm just not the person I was, and you're the one for me. I mean, that can happen in this reading. It's really a trip. So this could be your partner that you're with now. It could be who is going through a huge change. and wanting, everything to change between you as well, and in a really great way. Yeah. This person is grateful that you're here, Capricorn, for sure. Thank you, and they're grateful about life. This is a huge, like, 180 that somebody does here. You are this person. Thanks so much for joining me here, and please like, share, and subscribe, Capricorn. It does help me to keep these videos coming. It sure does, with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to get a reading with me, check out the description box. They're lots of fun. And hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Thanks so much, you guys. Make it a great day.